Hello and welcome back to another casual night chit chat show. Now, not say before we begin. Today we have an interesting news, or rather, you know what? I'm gonna call it announcement, not just news. It is oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna reserve that a little bit because while I was preparing for that, not say I totally forgotten to do about the news. I did not find any interesting topic for the news, which is bad. Oh boy. I want to avoid certain, not say avoid certain news, but I don't want to how do I put it this way? No, we want to do news as much as we can. Okay, and we don't have any bad news so far. Oh no, we have Ubisoft, but Ubisoft is a whole different thing. So that's a different thing. So we're gonna put that on the side. Let's see, what do we have? What do we have? I'm gonna just do a quick little search. I know this is not the best way to do it, but let's see what's hot for today or rather yesterday as well. All right. I don't think we have anything like I don't have a specific news that I really want to cover in general. That's the reason why I say not much stuff. We already covered one of the biggest news that was the Steam hardware, and after that, not much things happened so far. Oh, actually, we can do this. The Game Awards nominee. Yes, the nominations, the candidates, and whatnot, and that's great. We definitely can talk a little bit about that. We want to go. You know what? If nothing else, that's the only thing left, and that is technically not. It is gaming. It is technically a gaming news, but not a news that I want to cover in general. That's just me, okay? But you know what? Gaming news is gaming news. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because other than that, we want to also. Oh, okay. This is the fun one. Okay, I remember there's one, but I did not pay attention too much. We want to go through some of it, and that is about Subnautica 2. And oh boy, this is a very interesting thing. All right. Subnautica 2 publisher reportedly asked ChatGPT for help. That is a good one. That is a good one. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We will do that. We will do that for sure. Okay, let's see. Before we do anything, I need to do some housekeeping, and one of the main housekeeping is obviously launch brawlers, and then tonight might be another cold. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say straight up. Most Tuesday stream is gonna be a cold night in general, and all the hot stuff it's on Thursday. So be it. Okay, so be it. All right, let me grab this. And the first most important thing I need to do is housekeeping for my Discord channel. I don't know what's happening, and not to say I hardly attend, but I don't really attend to my Discord channel every day. All right, I will admit. So that's that, and I want to make sure everything is good, especially the project, the story milestone, and whatnot. Okay, so lots of things. I'm gonna do this, and okay, next I need to turn on the game. Unfortunately, yeah, there are a few things I need to change, which is not so great, not so fun, but I think it's all coming together. Some last minute, not say last minute. I kind of feel that the problem will arise when I want to push to each IO, and we will talk a little bit about that. I won't say issue. I could not find a workaround just yet, and luckily I have a backup. I just needed extra time. So today I put a little bit more time than, not to say that I should, but I really want to make this. I need to really do this part, and I want to push as much as I can. So I spent a lot more time actually to get this thing up, and we have some success. There are a few small little things that might be better, can be better. You know, I'm gonna use this word, can be better, and then we're gonna go through it today. Yep. Okay, so that's the first one. Now we're gonna move on to the housekeeping for the project. So make sure I have all the logs in. So last week, all right, so devlog 45, bug fix, buff issue on the main island. We did a live fix on Thursday. Yes, that's last week. Complete assignment for audio, placeholder, and interactable items. I've checked most of it. We're gonna go through them live. Yes, completed UI task. I actually spotted one that I missed out, but we will revisit that as well. But I need to do it differently this round. But most of the UI, I think I kind of done. I just want to go through them again and see what I missed out. Target to get the game to each IO this weekend for playtest. Unfortunately, I failed that last line, but we have it. That's the announcement. Haha! For today. That's right. We have the announcement for today. Okay. So that is done. Next up is let's see, not build a story club announcement. Okay, so last drop, we have the November drop done. We definitely need another November drop for the end of the month because we have a few things we want to do and I need to adjust some of the checklists. Okay, so October done. October done, November done. And because of no, November technically is TBD because we released one of the older ones that I plan to do. That's the reason why we're going through this checklist, right? TBD. All right, so basically the May drop is complete. That's the November. That's technically the November. The November drop is for May. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing, right? Okay, so we left January, June, November, December. So we have 4. So if I'm going to release one November later, so we have 3 more. That's a lot more, okay? I really need to get, because I did promise myself and of course the community that we will get all this thing out. Okay. All right, good. That is done. Next up is bounty blocks. All right, I have not checked bounty blocks last week. Terrible. And because bounty blocks has some small little issue that I did not anticipate, but I want to see what's happening. So let's go. Bounty blocks. Oh, okay. I wanted to do this last week. I just remembered. Funko, technically not game related, but it is collection related. I totally forgotten about that. Well, technically not really forgotten about that, but the moment I saw back bounty blocks, I like, oh no, I just remembered. I really just remembered. Okay. So first thing first, I need to go launch the tool. I need to go check my X, make sure everything is working because I need to do this diligently and then I need to get this in habit so that I can start pushing out free stuff. Okay, so ended. Let's see. So we have we're gonna do this live, okay? I'm gonna do this live for sure. We have only one entry. Oh well. Only one entry. Too bad, right? Too bad. Okay. So that is that. Not a big issue because we want to see not a big issue because I will be using this to give out free NFTs. Okay, let's put it straight. Free NFTs using this function so that we don't get overly botted. So that's the best part. And we want to go through all of them today for sure. Okay, cool. So we got that done. Next up is, all right, so we have our story. All right, story milestone. What has happened so far? Okay, where's my story? Devlog, yep, done. Okay, so we have season 1 summary, season 2 summary. So basically the new upcoming, what do you call this? Story milestone, right? Just to recap. So previously on season 2, we we begin the pursuit, okay? And so basically Abe tries to regroup everyone after the crash, and then everyone is like, you don't know, that doesn't know what to do, very disorganized, and at the same so that is one issue. Everyone is complaining, whining, the typical stuff. So basically disorganized. And then Abe started to build tents, or at least try to get someone to build a shelter. Abe has some extra fancy plan. Abe wants to build at least a much more, I wouldn't say makeshift shelter, but a proper shelter. But everyone is whining and whatnot, so ended up with a makeshift tent. That's that. And so that's one. Okay. And then of course during that we have some pods dropping from the sky. Also they are chasing the moment Abe run away with all the avatars. Obviously they are getting chased as well. The fun bit is obviously there is a delay because of the not the emergency landing, because of the group's how do I call this, itchy hands? No, because the group decided to press a few buttons and drop the ships out of hyper jump, quantum jump, basically from a jump, and crash landed. So it takes quite a while to get the drop pods to track. So that's the reasoning behind it. And of course, the bots captured Abe, and there we go. That was season 2. All right, season 3 title is still redacted, unfortunately, because I was a little bit too busy trying to get a few things up and running. And this is the fun bit, okay? With this task done, which I'm going to announce, most of you probably already have guessed it. Once this task is done, I have more time to do the creative side. All right, I don't need to rush for things, and I'm not saying rush for things. I don't need to worry about rushing too many things at once, which is great. All right, that means December, or rather from today onwards, it will be a bit more mellow, and I can put more time instead of troubleshooting stuff. I can do modeling, doodle stuff, and then there we go. All right. So that is cool. Unfortunately, the background is a little bit boring. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, okay, but I need to put this because we have our first half an hour that I've dedicated for this entire year. Even if it's a cold night, I wanted to play other games and whatnot, and I've decided it is best to just run the news. And yeah, if it's a super cold night like tonight, I might not get any viewers, which is, you know what? At this point of time, I already made a promise to myself. Like I said, as long as I get one viewer. But what if we can talk a little bit about this probably later, not today, because if not, it's not gonna end. And I just want to just let it simmer a little bit. Just let it. I'm just gonna say straight. At this point of stage, even though I don't get any viewer, not a big deal, because I know for now, okay, Thursday is the community tournament. It's going to be the hot night, so we get more viewers there, live viewers. But then again, I might not know because some people might lurk at the back, not chatting. That's totally fine as well. So I'm not. Every time I finish a stream, I do see viewers, and I did promise myself as long as I get one, I am good. So that's the reason why I don't want to keep bringing it up. It's just I already made not say a promise. I already gave myself the benchmark and goal to reach, and it hits. So I have nothing to complain. I should not be complaining. Ta-da! Okay, back to the story at hand. So season 3 started off a little bit late because I was busy trying to get the game into a workable, presentable, and there was few technical issue which I had a little bit issue. Wasn't a fun issue, and no, not say fun. It wasn't a fun issue. It was a headache. I was trying to figure out how to push this game out, and guess what? I actually had the answers right in front of my eyes, and I should have just went with that answer, right? itch.io. Okay, so all my games will be there. Okay, so season 3, we start Pursuit, and of course the first story milestone that we failed on October is that you failed. But before we go to that part, let me double check season 2. Season 2 crash landed. Okay, that was challenge 1. It wasn't a bad crash landed, it was a safe crash land. We have the shelter, making the camp 2. Okay, we only have 2. That's bad. Season 2, we only have 2 story. Okay, you know what? I did not really make that story. Season 0. Season Z. Wow, no, you know what? I need to redo some of, not say redo some of the stuff. I need to not say backtrack. I don't like this part. Okay, because we have a few challenge, so I need to put a note, a soft note on myself. Okay. You stop the pursuit. All right. So first one, you fail the pursuit. You fail the pursuit because you have a next challenge, and this next challenge is you reach across a ravine or rushing river. Basically, there is an obstacle. You have 2 choices. A, you want to swing across, risky, but that's the fastest way, or you take a detour. That is the default. All right. Do you want to use the detour as a default, or do you want to use the risky as the default? No. No. Yes. Okay. No, we'll do this. We'll do this. I know I didn't explain properly, but if we hit our story milestone, you basically by default you take the riskiest method, and then this is whether to judge whether you succeed or not. That's right. This is the part where you succeed or not. You really decide. I'll put it this way: you really decided to swing across. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna if you win. No, not if you win, it's a success. If you fail, basically it's a huge detour. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna put a small little note. Yeah, I'm gonna put a note over here so that it's easier to remember, which is the story milestone. And there we go. Yep. And I can, oh, great. This month's story, which is November, will decide the animation collection. Yep. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, and I also can use the collection as a reminder or like what I've done already. Just want to make sure everything is good. Okay, swing across. That will be number 2. Fastest way, gonna put 2 over here. Okay, that's it. Gonna put that, and that's it for the recap. Yeah, I'm not gonna take too much time to do all the logistics stuff, and we're gonna go straight to the story. But before we go to the story, I want to double check one small little thing before we go. I'm gonna do a drop check. So we did have a drop. Need to check. Let's see. I just want just for me to for sanity check. November, we got a Spooktober monthly drop. September is the treehouse. That means, oh yeah, correct. September is treehouse. October is the kidnap, and we're supposed to have a, again, like this is a character that I want to introduce. We are technically supposed to have the hunter box, for you to collect. September is that. August is the crash land. August, September, so July. All right, so basically we're missing a lot somewhere in between, and that's bad. Okay. All right. Anyway, we're not gonna go through this right now. We're gonna go through the news. I don't want to spend too much time getting stuck. So we're gonna start off with the number 1 news, and that is the Subnautica news. Oh boy, this is fun. Very, very fun indeed. And we're gonna start off with this not say chat GPT. I'm gonna start off with this most important thing. It's gonna be a hot take. It's gonna be a little controversial, I have to admit. And that is, what happened if somebody were to use AI? And I'm talking about AI generated stuff. Now, there is a big difference between AI. Okay, I'm going to put out first. There is a difference between using AI to find answers for you. For you to not say figure out, like to find answers to your questions. And that is a very specific stuff. For example, like 1 plus 1. What is 1 plus 1? Equals to what? So obviously 1 plus 1 is 2. So basically that is the stuff. And I would say AI basically helps to collect as much information across, especially for troubleshooting, technical stuff. I can easily say this, all right? Before the AI part, we all do the manual work, which is hit the books, and that's back at the days, right? Find manuals and whatnot. So AI makes it a little bit easier to fetch those information rather than you just manually search one by one, or you don't know where to search, right? You don't know where to begin, but you know the problem. You just don't know where to ask. So AI does help in that perspective. And of course, later on, there's YouTube videos, there is forums, there is tutorials. So those helps, okay? And and then of course, AI basically just I would say it's a progression tool. Okay. So that if anyone were to use in that sense, which I am using, I don't actively go to ChatGPT and say, hey, how do I do this? More in the sense like, okay, I figured out as much as I can and I'm still stuck. So I just need that one small little kick of a question or answer or help. So using AI in that sense, I am totally fine. The next one, the one that lots of people are frowning upon, the one that is getting abused a lot, and that is generating out of nothing. That's right. It is the same things like, all right, I want to build a game, write me a code on the game itself. In that sense, I totally understand why AI is bad. I won't say it's bad, but it is bad. It puts you on the spot like, oh no, this guy only knows how to do AI stuff. And if this guy know how to do AI, just ask AI, why can't I do it as well? So that's the reason, right? That's the main reason. Basically, you're just relying AI to do the work for you. And I would say we are not in that position whereby, unless you're doing high end stuff, but then again, we are not in that era where you know what? I do like a robot helper. I'm gonna be honest. I like to have a robot helper. Okay, anyway, that's the preface for the AI on where I stand. And I've been trying to use AI to, not to say to incorporate into my work, but that's another thing for next year. No, end of the year, because I did it for the Build a Story for season 2, which is last year. Horrible, horrible. It's horrible. I reached to a point where I get a roadblock and I find out it's like, okay, you know what? It is great for me to start, but it is horrible to just rely on AI just to maintain. So I've done that, okay? I've done that. Okay, according to the recent pre-trial brief, Subnautica 2 publisher Krafton allegedly utilized ChatGPT when seeking legal ways to get out of the $250 million payout, earned out to developer Unknown Worlds Entertainment for hitting certain milestone. No, this is bad. This is a cop out. This is a huge cop out, and I am not for it. Yeah, it is super bad and easy, right? No, this is not the right. I'm not saying this is not the right way. Utilizing to find avenues at legal ways, that's cool, but you're using it for not a good way, not in a good way. So I cannot blame the AI for this. I'm blaming the company. So this is bad, right? This is why a lot of games are tanking. No, this is bad. You're caught, all right? The filing includes the WE claim. ChatGPT will wait for avoid paying after, yeah. Aforementioned 250 million. This is Krafton felt it overpaid for. Told Kim that it seems highly likely that earn-out will still be paid, sales goals in continue. Kim would turn out to be artificial intelligence. Yeah. ChatGPT likewise. All right. Subnautica 2 co-founders also claim that Krafton will not produce this chat conversation, no longer existed. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay, so let's see the timeline. Krafton acquired UWE October 2021, reportedly for 500 million upfront, additional potential 250 million of certain sales were hit. Okay. This sales milestone were related to Subnautica's 2 release. Otherwise, reports suggested UWE revealed Subnautica early access target date for October 2025 in October 2024. Replace leadership. There we go. That's the first clear cut. All right. Basically, the company already, not say almost hit, but probably is projected to hit the sales, and then they decided to replace leadership before the sales hit, or before the earning reports, and then after that, and delay, all right, purposely delay the release. Okay, this is more, to me right now, this is bad because I think they forcefully delay the development so that it says, oh, you know what, the development is delayed till next year, so we gotta put more money into the project again. um, it is always good to delay a little bit when you can polish. Okay, I'm gonna say straight up, delaying it's okay when you already have an existing product and you want to polish it a little bit more. That's totally fine. All right, totally fine. And that is also out of good faith, because a lot of people, the moment you delay certain games, especially when you announce, very painful, right? It puts you in a spotlight. It's like, okay, you know what, this company might not deliver because of a lot of Kickstarter fails. Exhibit A, people keep losing faith, so it's a very high trust, like, oh, you know what, and it's a faith, like, okay, we're gonna delay just a little bit more, let us cook. Yeah, and that is both good and bad at the same time. Unfortunately, it is the worst in the Web3 space. I'm going to say straight up, it is worse because a lot of people's delay equals to no show, equals to rug pulls. Yeah, I will keep bringing this up because a lot of projects that I've backed, yeah, no, okay, no, terrible, no, right, no. In fact, I would also hold myself to that standard as well. And one of the biggest reason I don't want, I'm gonna cop out a little bit, all right? Personally, that's the main reason why I did not charge anything. But then again, that's mainly for me to gauge how much I can push out. Of course, I'm trying to find better ways to present my work, right? To release even work in progress. Also, I do also understand why work in progress stuff is also something people don't really misunderstood. People will misunderstood, especially when the work in progress stuff. All right, so everything went downhill the moment they delay. Yeah, the moment they delay, and then people found out leadership change, everything just goes down. Because you can see, the moment they delay, the moment leadership change, blah blah blah. 250 bonus will not be payable. Announce their intention to sue Crafton. Trio claim Crafton delivery sabotage not got two. Shortly after that, Crafton make a public statement that UWE founders has abandoned the project and lost interest after initial payments. In August, subsidiary filed its own lawsuit. Both lawsuits remains pending. There we go. There we go. Aha. Okay. Cool. So in this case, this is not really I'm gonna weigh in and I'm gonna give a hot take. This is exactly, most people will use AI as of today. Not the process is not the bad part. The bad part is, in fact, this is actually the best way to utilize AI. All right, find me a, like, not say find me exactly what I need to do, but find me ways. Okay, and of course, if this is a clear cut, I'm gonna say straight up, if this is clear cut copy paste word for word from ChatGPT to whatever legal documents they put, yeah, that's terrible. That's literally no go, right? Because you just cut and paste. But this is a clear cut how you should utilize, right? You try to you basically reach to a roadblock, or you want to find different ways of trying to solve a problem, and then obviously time, you will always lose to computers, right? Technology will always be advanced, and obviously AI is part of it, and you want answers fast, and then you can make the best possible decision. That's it. So in this case, I'm totally cool. Obviously, they use it to get away with $250 million earnout. That's bad. All right, the reason to use it is, no, the result of the answers is bad because they're trying to cop out the $250 million. That's a lot of money, and if I have a fraction I dare say if I only have 1%, I probably can make a game. Probably. In fact, I can make a game cheaper than $2.5 million. The only question is, would people buy my game? And that is something that I would say I need to test it out. I need to try it out. It's the same thing as why not say it's the same exact reason on streaming. Yep, creating content is not easy, but at the same time, if you don't start, you will not know. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we are done with that. Now, do we want to go through the Game Awards? The answer is yeah. Let's go through. Let's do a live stream prediction. Okay, because this is still a what do you call this? It's still a gaming stream, right? I'm trying to push more towards gaming stream, so that way at least I have something. And of course, a small little note as well, this will continue. In fact, if I were to continue next year, it has to be, because like tonight I got 0 games, and obviously you will not like oh, I can't, no, Cloudflare is down, boo. All right, if we can't get in, that's totally fine, because we already have the news. That is good. Is it good enough? It's good enough. Okay, there we go. It's good enough. All right. Let's go. 22 days till live shows. Vote now. All right, we're gonna do a live stream vote. And let's go. Start voting. All right, game of the year. This is clear cut. All right, there's only 2 games on this list. It's either Death Stranding or Clear Obscura Expedition 33. Unfortunately, I did not play two. Okay, I know how this game play out. I know how this game played out. So the question is, which one do I enjoy more? Unfortunately, I did not play both of them. I'm waiting for a discount. If you ask me, I'm a sucker. If it's a single player game, I want discounted games, and we have not been seeing a nice Persona style RPG, so I'm gonna vote for this. Yep, easy. Actually, not say easy. It's in between these two. Hades 2. No, no. This one is question mark. This is actually not bad. Alright, I have to be honest. This is actually not bad, but I think this one gets the vote. Okay, best game direction. Oh, Split Faction is here. All right, so in bit again, Ghost of Yote. It's in a, okay. I'll put it this way: 1, 2, 3. It's based on the previous game. There is a previous game, so you can't go wrong in this way, and you don't take a risk. So I'm not gonna choose this 3. So it's in between Split Faction and Clear Obscura. Now I'm gonna put to this a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Yeah, no. Go for that. Next category. Best narrative as wow. Narrative. Silent Hill F is can be better. Alright, I'm not gonna vote everything, I'm just gonna vote some of the top ones. The moment we reach to a point, I'm not gonna vote this. Oh, come on, really? If it's art direction, Hades has a little bit more on the edge. Just a little bit more. Sure, this is cool, but it says art direction, right? For outstanding creative and technical achievement, this one has done it before, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, they have their previous title to help. So, yeah. Yeah, this is this. Best audio design, audio, no. This one can be better. Unfortunately, it's back to this 2. I'm just gonna vote probably 2 or 3 more times. Best performance, wow, this is definitely S tier. Oh no, this isn't an actor. Oh no, I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna cop this out. I'm gonna skip. We're gonna vote two more. All right, two more. Come on, next, next, next. Fine, I'll give it to you. Because Indiana Jones, that's very good. Right? I like it. I like it. This is very, very good. Next category. Okay, come on. Nomination in accessibility. It's like, question mark? I really don't know. Can I skip? Okay, I can skip. All right, best ongoing. All right, we're gonna end with one last. After this, we're gonna end with that. Okay, best ongoing. Wow, I would actually have to give my. Okay, so I did say a lot of Fortnite. Fortnite actually does deserve this, in my opinion. But then again, we also have another contender that is picking up, which is Marvel Rivals. No Man's Sky is fantastic. Now, the reason why I say it's not the best ongoing, because Fortnite and Marvel Rivals is a live service game, so they definitely will put more work than No Man's Sky in general. And that's about it. That's the only reason. Helldivers 2 is fun, but compared to Fortnite and Marvel Rivals, Helldivers 2 is very, very slow. Or the gap between updates is much slower compared to these two games. Although it's not fair judging that by itself. Final Fantasy 14, this is an online MMORPG. Also, I've seen some nice updates as well, but then again, it needs subscription to play, free to play, free to play. You get the point. I'm gonna give my vote to Fortnite. They really have much better content and variety of content. Marvel Rivals is still good, but Marvel Rivals is more Marvel stuff. No, no, next, go away. Next, games for impact. No, next. Come on. Can I go next some more? Next. No. Okay, you know what? We'll end with that because I don't know any of these games. That's one bad thing. I should be playing, right? I should be playing. Okay, you know what? If we can reach to a point where I can grab a little bit, alright, that would be that would be a story to tell. I'm gonna put this on the side because I did want to do something like play every single possible games that I can play, good or bad, and I need to play the game first and then just do a final review. And that is a whole different thing. I don't think I have time to do that. That's the problem. Not to say I don't want to do it, but I could not do it. That's the problem. Okay, anyway, we have reached the halftime show. It is a little bit over than usual, but I covered as much as I can, which is great. Now let's move on to bounty blocks. Okay, so we're gonna, like I said, I want to do it live. Okay, special. It is a special test drop. Did everything. All right, contests have ended. I only have one total entries. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. But then again, this is a test, so not a big deal for me. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. Can I? Come on. Okay. One of the big things about bounty blocks is just a little. I'm not used to it, so everything is very slow. Not say slow. I'm slow. All right. So we're gonna just do it. I have to do it on the side. So that's that. And let me do one thing. I just want to grab and see if I can. Random winners? Yeah, random winners. Yep, draw. Actually, we don't need to draw random winners. Okay. Result. Previous result will be overwritten. Cancel. Let's draw from leaderboard. Number of winners. Let's grab 10 winners. Even though we have one entry, I just want to see how many people is there. Come on. No. Close. Wow, no. Details. Airdrop. Okay, I would like to. No, unfortunately, I could not show. Freestyle templates. No, not freestyle. Create an account. Wow, you know what? I'm gonna do this on the side. I really don't know what I'm doing. All right. So the giveaway, I will figure out a way how to do this. Once I get it smoothly done, I will continue. Sweet. Okay. And now we're gonna showcase the most important thing. PSA drum roll. We have the game on itch.io. Haha, there we go. Apes Island Adventure. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of testing. Okay, all the sound is there, all the necessary UI thing that I want to do is there, which is great. Okay, oh, something is wrong over here. I need to figure out what's happening. Okay, so we need to fix that. Yeah, so everything is all messed up. That's the reason why we are doing this live test. Okay, live test. All right, we don't have sound when the building is built, but we have the sound when we select, which is good. Okay, next up, we want to go to here. Okay, all right, we can escape. Good, good. Now, yes, all the sound is done. Okay, as far as this thing goes, I'm happy. Obviously, there are a few UIs that I can fix, but I'm just gonna leave it be. This is big. I would definitely need to fix this guy. I'm gonna fix this UI. We have to replace this ring with a proper, like a jungle team arena ring thingy, because it's just too obvious that it's a ring. All right, cool. Adventure over. Yes, I can do this. All right, go home. Okay, everything is working over here as... Oh, I just realized. Oh no, even the level is messed up. Okay. Wow. No, everything is messed up over here. That's not cool. That's not cool. Yeah, that's the reason why I need to push this out. One of the biggest reasons why I've been rushing a lot to get this out is that we want to know what's working and what's not working. Like energy is not working, mini game not working. I know, because there's no energy, mini game is not working. That's it. That's it. This is the main showcase I want to showcase. Alright, lots more work to do. And this game is technically playable. Alright, I just need to fix a few more things before this game is done. And I need to put audio. So that would be a small little task and checklist which we can do live. And unfortunately, the reason why it happens is I switch the saving method. Apparently, I cannot use JSON to save the game. Currently I'm using JSON to do all the necessary saving for the main game, and yeah, it's not work. It did not work on when I put it on itch.io. In fact, it was worse. Nothing gets loaded because it's so heavily reliant on JSON. Yeah, so heavily reliant. Okay. Now let's go straight to this. We're gonna start not say building. We want to make sure everything is working. Okay. First thing, like I did say, we want to do is we want to tackle a few key issue, and this is the part where we can do play. Okay. So see, it works. Here it works. I have no idea. No idea. Okay. This part is good. Gonna do single player, make sure everything is good and great. Okay, this is good. Everything looks clean. The question is why? Why did it break? I don't know, because if I put new game, if I force this to go into a new game, no, by doing title. Okay, if I force to do new game, it will work. That's the problem. It will work. Play game. There, everything is there. Mood, HP, energy, everything is all set properly. Okay, so we need a building sound. There we go. The first thing we want to do is the building sound. So I'm gonna grab my script out, and we will do a little bit of a live game. Yeah. Okay. Switch. Don't think it's the right. Yeah, This is the right one. Okay. When we do our build, when we press play, when we press build, okay, I think I'm gonna put the sound on the build. No, let me new game, force new game. Okay, and then, all right, so the build button needs a build. That's easy, very, very easy, but I want to put one more audio on the building itself. So when we click the building, it should be also audioable. Build UI, show the build UI, yep. And then, nope. Nope. Yes, this is the one. Yep. Okay, build button. Build button, easy peasy. Da, 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 da. Play button sound. There we go. Save. All right, cool. Everything is good. Okay, click you. Yes, done. Okay, problem solved. Next one is, okay, by doing this, and then if we go to our, so if we go, okay, so energy is 0. That is bad. That is bad. So let's make sure we force new game. Okay, and then we want to see what's happened to all the stats. Okay, energy is 0 by default, so that's bad. And that is very, very obvious. When we do our new game, we did not set a lot of things. So here, energy. And then when we start, all right, there we go. Energy slider max value, don't care, don't care, don't care. New game setup. Energy on new game setup. Where are you, new game? Beep. Yep, there we go. Energy equals 100. Done. Okay, so if we do new game, it should work. Oof. Come on, compile. Oh. All right, do this. Okay, and then energy is 100, which is great. Now click this guy. And then we should see 100 energy as well, so we can do everything. Okay, no, not working. Why? Let's see. We go to Farming Island. We want to make sure a few things is checked off. Okay, no, not here. Not here. Farmers Manager, not here. Okay, good, good, good. So when I press play, it should load. It should load up every single thing that it's supposed to load. The answer is no, it did not load. Okay, why it did not load, where it did not load, let's find it out. Okay, this is the part where I need my trusty scripts, farmers manager, start, energy. Okay, so we load our energy, which we don't have. Yeah, okay. So what we want to do is we want to move everything load game. But before we do load game, we want to make sure a few things. Go home, use energy, gain energy, update resources, save game. No load game over here? Okay, so we don't have a load game over here, which is bad. Then how did I? That's a good question. Go back to you. Because there is one major question that is still unanswered. How then what happened previous like what happened to the previous, like I don't need to do that? I'm confused. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna do a quick test to see what's happening. I'm gonna do okay, I'm gonna use back the previous save method because that is much more important. Okay, and because I made it in a way that I can switch in between, it should be switchable, and that's the good part. All right, so now, all right, new game, everything is there, and then when I press U, it should do the same. Okay, everything is loaded. Everything is loaded over here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the game in the new save method, or rather the new structure. I will call it the backup structure because JSON is still superior in terms of saving. It makes things super easy to save, and I meant super easy. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm using it. Okay, cool. Everything is loaded. I got the bar. So what happened to that? Did I change any script? No, I did not. I did not. Energy, yeah, bring load from save game. Okay, yeah, I did not change anything. Harvest. All right, this is just a quick test because I need to make sure this works. Okay, left, right, gain resources. All right, done. Then we go back to the main island. The main island. There we. Oh, I am stupid. We need to load. Okay, there is one. Okay, I think I spotted one. Oh, no. Nope. I might spot one small little issue. Might. Yeah, there we go. So it loads over there. Go back. Aha. Okay. Because the farming island is not using the new save method. There we go. So as long as I got this, now I need to turn on this new save method, and then I press this, and then everything will fall. Everything will fail because we did not load yet. There we go. Because we did not do the main loading part, and that is the part where we need to. So we need a master load game parameters. All right, so this one we really need to go to the single player system. Single player save system, which is this, and then we need to call the load game part. And then we can load all the data from master load parameters, load data from save game. That's where we get all this fancy stuff. Okay, let's play. Oof. And then after that, I need to test it live. But That's not the biggest problem. Once we get this done, it's just mainly get everything up and running again, make sure everything is working. Okay, good. Harvest, 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 harvest. Not enough wood. Gain. All right, left, left, down, left. Okay, good. This is all we need. All right. Energy is half, 15, 9, 10, and then we go back. There we go. Everything is done. Everything is done. Obviously, HP will go back. If I click this, everything will load. Okay, so build, build. Yes, it does have sound, which is good. And ta-da! Game is complete. Again. Yep. And there we go. That's it. That's really it. Yeah. All the amount of work that I've been putting for the last 10 months. Well, plus a little bit more, okay? Because this game did not no, not did not. No, you know what? We're gonna do a proper post-mortem when I put this game up. The goal is to get everything up to what I want to do by the end of November. That's the key date. Yep, that's the key date for this Apes Island Adventure, and it's available on itch.io. So small little story time. Initially, I want to release this game as a downloadable thing, and one of the biggest reason was I want you to be able to keep. And I totally forgotten about itch.io, right? Because I spotted like a few things that I can host. But because I'm using JSON script, it's a little bit more complex, and yeah. So at the end, I found out there's some issue for me to put the game out for you guys to play. So I've decided, you know what? Let's do the most normal way in game dev, especially for an indie game developer, and that is to put on itch.io, and that's it. Yep, that's it. I am super happy that it's working, and we have a game. Yeah, 1 year we have a game, and this is all sponsored by yours truly, and it's free to play. Lots of things I want to talk about, and this finally it gives me the most important data point. If I were to charge people, if I were to collect money, if I were to do game dev full time, I can definitely push out a project under a year. And this is with a very restrictive schedule in a way. Yes, there are some days of the game dev that I've, put in a little bit more hours, but that's just natural. Like today I put a little bit more hours, and there we go. I found out the first problem. Ta-da! First problem, check. Okay, so this is the problem. Good. This is a good one. All right, so what we're gonna do is, yeah, okay, sweet. Now I know what's the problem. So first thing first, we're gonna go here, make sure everything is all nice and comfy. If I press play, everything should be load as usual. So the problem is from the title. Okay, so the problem is from the title. Okay, yeah, there we go. So what we're gonna do is gonna do this script, open up the script again. It is the same exact issue as the farmer manager, and that is we did not do a master load. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna go straight. Okay, start single player system. We have a master load. All right, there we go, master load. And then obviously it goes through this little thing, thingy. What we want to do on that is we want to do on awake. Let's do another perimeter void awake. And let's put this master load over here. And the next portion is, all right, so we want to do a few tests, very important tests, and that is this portion. because some of the numbers did not load up, especially the level and everything, but on my debugging sheet, yeah, it does. Beep beep. Right, so that's yeah, because if I were to go in here, if I go to the farmer's island, no problem. Yeah, we got everything loaded as expected. Come back here, nothing. Back to here, no problem. Escape again. Did not load. Did not load. All right, that's a big deal. Okay, so happiness, yeah, energy, level 1, XP, everything is here. Okay, so when we load, oh, I didn't change my visuals. Okay, so when we load everything, game over, debug. All right, so else, happiness. Okay, so what we want to do is I want to put a very important thing, and then we want to make sure is new game true. All right. So we're gonna do a little bit debug because we found the issue already, right? We found an issue and we want to hit it as hard as we can, right? We're gonna squish the bug, and it is critical. We want to squish as much as we can. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go from the from here. Okay, if I were to press new game, it will automatically load everything. Okay, there we go. And then if I were not to do load game a new game anymore, it should technically break, technically, but it did not break after a new game. So what happened here, right? Very, very good question. And that is the title. The title is the one that breaks everything, which is this guy over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a few changes. We want to get rid a lot of other unwanted stuff, but for now we're not gonna do that. Yes, gonna remove this guy, remove this guy. So when we press play, it will automatically load a few things. All right, the play button is the most important thing. So we want to change this part. Because for now, if we press play and then if not play, if I were to play the game and then if I press play the button, it will load up exactly. But if I were to have, if I were to clear data, that means we clear everything and then we start. Let's see what's happened. What happened over there? Clear data and play. Huh? Now it works. What rubbish is this? What rubbish is this? Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Okay, for now, if that's the case, then nothing happens, which I don't like it. But for the sake of it, I'm just gonna do this. Okay. All right, sweet. So we got all the numbers that we need. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press play, and then we're gonna play from here, and that's the reason why I want to push this to the production side of things. Press play, no problem. Wow, wow, wow. All right, if that's the case, I'm not gonna touch. I'm just gonna leave it be. So that's that, and I think that's it. I think that is really it for tonight. I'm gonna do a little bit of a logistics side, so I'm gonna just let this game play by itself, and I will narrate what I'm doing because I'm going through the bounty blocks. I need to give out that that one winner because I want to learn how to do that a bit more efficiently. So until then, I think we have reached to the end. So for those who are watching on Kick or Twitch, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time. And this Thursday is going to be, you know what, we will talk a little bit more about that. And it will, what do you call this? Yeah. This is something that I, not say I want to whine, but I need to talk it. I need to talk because it is very, very important. There we go. We got our winner. Finally. Okay, that is cool. I'm gonna switch this. Ta-da! There you go, the winner. Okay, now how do I transfer this part? Well, while at it, let's see. Stream, blah, 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 blah. No, you know what? Like I said, I'm done whining. Not say I'm done whining, but this is something that I won't say I will bring up from time to time, but sometimes it's just, yeah, it's just like that. There is no uh, easy way to, not say no easy way to say it, but it's just how it is, right? It is just how it is. Um, People will have different, and I do respect, okay, even though I'm whining, I will say this exactly. I do understand why people don't tune in or stop tuning in. That's totally fine. To me, it's just a normal behavior, and I don't blame anyone. Just want to point that out. I don't blame anyone. I'm just putting out like, okay, this is basically case and point. Like once we reach to a point where um how do I put it this way? Pop, 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 pop. Dang it, I forgot the word. I forgot the word. Uh, Player behavior, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's player behavior and whatnot. Okay, once you find other better things to fill in your time, it's normal. It's normal. Yeah, and of course, it's also, yeah. No, I need to stop whining because I know the reason I should stop. Okay, okay, that's it. That's it. I won't talk too much anymore. That's it. That's it. Okay. How do I distribute? That's the main thing. I'm reaching to the point where I need to distribute. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to distribute. Okay. No. Why did it keep calling me to why keep calling me to re-log in? I don't understand. Bounty block is both nice and great, but airdrop. Okay, yes, airdrop. Why you keep asking me to, oh my goodness, you keep asking me to, oh my goodness. And this Cloudflare thing is messing up. Okay. Okay. Load account by templates, blah blah blah. Search find account. Oh, why can't I just straight away give using the, why is it so hard? Why can't I just straight away reward? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Why can't I just reward straight away? Oh, this is rubbish. This is rubbish in my opinion. Load accounts. Okay, so it says load account. Freestyle Instagram points mean no, no. Bits from no. FT. Where is? Oh no, I don't understand. I really don't understand. Can't I just, they should, okay, this is annoying. Maybe I did not find the correct button, but they should have a button where I can straight away just send the rewards to the winner. Yeah, straight up, I should be able to, but it's not letting me, and I don't like it. It's annoying, and it says game over. I'm gonna just spend a little bit more time on this back end logistic stuff. So, unfortunately, unfortunately. And Thursday. Okay, so right now I'm, yeah, no, end of the month. End of the month. I try to iron out as much bugs as I can for the game before I before I launch it. So new game, play game. Yeah, everything's working. Look, everything's working. So I don't understand why it went kaput. Okay. Inventory, offers, collection, transfers. All right. Need to make sure that I transfer correctly. Okay, sweet. Weird. Okay, and then we go to here. We want to go to accounts. Account to reward. One account. Accounts to reward. Yeah. Okay. Blacklisted, not bothered. Exclude account. No, don't need. Oh, it says load account. From Twitter comments? No. Snapshot? No. Yeah, no snapshot. Like, how do I do this? Export to export leaderboard. Okay, export leaderboard, unique accounts, export. No, it gives me CSV file. I don't want a CSV file. Why? Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard? Okay, we have one account, so I already have my account. Next, setup assets. Okay, setup asset from template ID. Oh no. Min asset from template. Yep. Yes. Schema. Club casual. Oh, it doesn't load. Oh boy, it doesn't load. I have to do it manually now. Okay, fine. I'll do it manually. Good and bad at the same time. Bad part, I don't know how to distribute it. Good part is I can use this to start giving out freebies. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Okay. Okay. Grab. No. No. Edit. Not edit. Where is the mint? I need to mint. Ah, why is it so hard? Why is it? So these are the things that I don't like. Okay, you can improve your AI so good, but you're too. I mean, one of the things I don't really like Web3 is the tools are so hard to use. Then there's no efficient way to do it. I'm stupid. All right, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm stupid. Oh my goodness. At least I can do it, man. No, I want automated. Automated, my friends. Give me automation. All right, mint. Receiver. Okay, there we go. Mint. Yep, direct mint. I'm gonna try this at direct mint. Yes, I'm gonna do a direct mint. This is gonna be for, and then I have to do all this validation, yada yada yada. Oh my goodness. So many steps. So many steps. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Not a big fan, okay? Not really a big fan. Oh, at least we got a lot of things done tonight. So I'm super happy. Hey there, Lou. Welcome to the stream. Super stoked. Come on, Cloudflare. What's wrong with you? Oh no. Oh my goodness. This is rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Yeah, this Cloudflare thing. I know they want to. Again, this on one end, implementing security steps is always good. Okay, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just whining because I have to jump so many hoops. uh, you know, for obviously first one we have password, and then we have Cloudflare, then we have 2FA, and then I have to accept this, accept that, which is very, very important. A lot of this security stuff, it is very, very important. Don't get me wrong. I'm whining because I need to do so many steps, okay? That's it. That is it. And this Cloudflare, the thing is, it's so... Ooh, it's one of those things, okay? The day that you want to use it is the day... Incorrect 2FA? What? Incorrect 2FA. This should be the right one, right? Come on. All this timeout is making me sad. Very, very sad. Okay. All right. Success. Doi yoi. Doi yoi. All right. Play. Okay. And then series 3. Yep. Directly mint. Okay. That's it. That's it. All right. That's all I have for you for today. All right. For those who are tuning in on Kick and Twitch, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I'll see you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time this Thursday. And this Thursday is Community Day. It's Community Night. It's gonna be people. Yep. And for those who are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers at the end of the year. Whew. All right, that's it. That's it.